Hi guys, so I have been unwell this week, got a urine infection, finally got some meds from the doctor, so we're on antibiotics, so hopefully I am on the mend. But I thought it'd be a really good opportunity to talk about getting unwell and if you should train exercise around that, or if you should take time off, or if you get injured, what can you do? Because a lot of time maybe we push ourselves too hard to do too much when the opposite could be best. So I thought it was maybe really good to kind of discuss that. So let's kind of start with colds, sickness bugs and things like that. So these things can normally sometimes last, especially a cold or a chesty cough, can last up to 3 weeks. The main thing is as soon as you start to feel unwell is that you take some time off. Like, you need to understand that 3 days off, 4 days off, maybe a week off is far better than you trying to push through and work hard and then you end up iller for longer, and also spreading your illness. So obviously whatever you've got is always going to be most infectious when the first few days you get it. So if you're going to the gym coughing and splitting all over this kit, you're going to give it to someone else in the gym. So it's also not just for yourself but for others as well. But yeah, if you're ill and you really don't have the energy to go to the gym, take the time off. Like, don't panic and just set up your week so you can maybe try and get another few exercises done towards the end of the week. If it is that essential for you to get these sessions done, plan your week out. If you're not well, give yourself kind of 3 days to kind of recover. See how you feel after 3 days and then kind of discuss with yourself, could I go a gym session? If not, there's loads of different types of activity that doesn't need to be as hard and as brutal as gym sessions. So like even just like going out for a 40-minute walk can be far more beneficial because it's still exercise, it's still you moving, but there's a lot less impact and less stress on your body if you are walking than compared to the gym. So that might be a better alternative for the wee while until you get back into feeling yourself again and eating again, and then getting back into the gym. But if you're sick, you're not eating, no appetite, then going to the gym isn't really a good idea. But sometimes it can be a nice alternative. Like if you're not well and you kind of feel that you want to sweat it out and get it out your system, then you could try a gym session and see how it goes, because everybody's different. That's the thing, like there's no one thing fits all people. You need to listen to yourself and your body and just make sure that it's the right thing for you. So if you are going and you've had food, you feel like you've got a bit of an appetite, then there is energy there. Go to the gym, see what you fancy when you go there. Don't put too much stress on yourself to get the same numbers and the weights or get the same time on the treadmill or whatever as you do when you're fit. Just try and get your body moving, take the weights down and just go through the motions rather than maybe completely skipping the session. If you do feel you really need to go and you want to get that sweating out, then that could be something that you do. But it is understanding, like if you do take some time off, is that you plan to get back into it as normal, and don't be hard on yourself, because like everybody gets ill, like it's natural, it's going to happen and you can't avoid these things. So don't be hard on yourself if you get ill and think that it's going to put you backwards and make you put on body fat and end up way back at the beginning. It won't, as long as you get back to normal as soon as you get better. Little things to keep an eye on is just that if you are unwell and doing nothing, like I said, go for a walk and burn a wee bit of energy, or try and move rather than just kind of maybe feeling sorry for yourself. Try and get loads of veggies in, so make sure we're eating lots of veggies so that we're obviously getting lots of nutrients in, which is going to help our body fight the illness or the infection. We're trying to eat food to kind of cure ourselves, don't starve yourself. And then also, what was my third point? Number 3, when you get back into the gym, is that you take it easy. You don't go straight up to the weights that you were doing when you were feeling fit. Take your time, build the weights up again and just have a nice easy session. Break yourself into it nice and gently. And just remember, like when you have had some time off, it is going to take a wee bit of time to get back into routine. You are going to feel a wee bit weaker, so it is going to be a wee bit harder for a few weeks because you've been unwell. Your body just takes a wee bit of time to adapt, so try not get frustrated and make yourself feel guilty because you're not hitting the same weights or you're not pushing as good as you did feel a wee while ago. And take it easy to build your weights back up again. Give yourself a week or two just to fully recover and get over it. But yeah, that's the most important thing, is that we remember how good it feels to exercise and how awesome we feel when we feel fit, and just keep that in mind, because it is going to be a wee bit frustrating when you're not well and you really want to get back to normal but you're not just quite there yet. So it does get a wee bit frustrating, but you will be better soon. In terms to like injury, I've had a few girls who have either hurt their back, their knee, their shoulders this year. There's all these kind of injuries that come in that just can't be helped, and again, it's not your fault. Like, we need to learn how to work around illnesses and like injuries the best we can. We don't use them as an excuse to not follow anything or not do a plan, or if you're injured or you get unwell, you just think, that's it, I give up, I'm not going to try anymore, like this is not meant to be. No, it's a part of your lifestyle, so you need to accept it. So if you injure your arm, chest, anything like that, there is loads of alternatives. Again, you could go for runs or for walks, because obviously it's just your legs. The opposite, hurt your knee, there's loads of upper body exercises you can do in the gym nowadays. There's battle ropes, there's the ski ergs, there's like so many things, and just weights. So there is always an alternative to something you can do when you're injured. The main thing is, obviously, if it's surgery or if you've hurt yourself really badly, you do give yourself time off and see a professional and get advice from them. Like a sports therapist, I always recommend my clients go and see someone like that if they do feel niggles, because it's not my speciality. I don't know exactly what's wrong with them, and they need to see someone that knows more about the body and how it moves and the muscles that are working, and they can teach you so much that is wrong with you, and or maybe something that you've been doing wrong, which again is going to help you progress later down the line. So yes, it can be pricey to go and see someone to get that advice on your injury, but it can help you massively later down the line, rather than completely ignoring it and letting it spread to somewhere else in your body. So if you do kind of hurt your shoulder, it can affect how your rest of your body moves, so you might naturally start to protect this shoulder without realising, so you maybe rotate it in a wee bit, and you maybe do more with your other side, so ignoring it. And then it could go down to a twist down here, or problems with your glutes and stuff. So if you are injured, I do say see a professional and get advice from them on what you can and cannot do, and use that as something to work towards in the gym, rather than being, oh, I've hurt my knee, that's it, I can't do anything. Or I had a girl in the female fitness program who hurt her ankle, who has been still absolutely smashing it just for tracking her food and keeping an eye on that, and also doing upper body work at the gym when she's there, or just going out for walking, because she can do that weight on her foot. It's nice and low impact, so she can still do some steps and some upper body workouts. And now she's getting into the gym. She's already nailed her food because she's had the time to work on that. She's nailing her steps, and then now obviously we're adding in her actual exercise, so she's doing absolutely fantastic. So it just shows you that even though if you have an injury, it's not the end of the world. There is ways you can work around it, there's different exercises you can do, and then also you can really look into your food and get more help with that as well. And if you are becoming less active, then maybe you need to admit to yourself, maybe I need less food. I'm not active, I'm injured, so we'll take food down a wee bit and see how we get on. But again, keeping protein high, because protein is obviously really beneficial for growth, repair and recovery. So keeping your protein high, getting in lots of veggies, again, to help you with the nutrients to get better. We need to kind of look into your diet a lot more, so loads of veggies in there, protein, and just tracking your food and being aware, because if you're injured and you're not exercising and you keep eating like you did when you did exercise, you could put on body fat if we're not keeping that energy expenditure high. So yes, it is not the end of the world if you get ill or if you hurt yourself. You just need to keep your spirits high, don't blame yourself, and find alternative options to help you keep progressing. Majority of it can be within food, or it can be in rest and recovery. Let your body recover, get advice of how to make it recover, and take the baby steps back into working forward again. So try not get upset or frustrated with yourself. These things happen. There is alternative options. Like me, I've just had to give myself a break. I was meant to train on Thursday and I decided against it and just didn't go. I was meant to do my swimming lesson on Friday, decided against it and didn't go, so I've had the whole rest, and Sunday today I'm feeling miles better, and I just did a light upper session because I know if I went in full beans and did a leg session I would be totally dying tonight, and it's not worth it because that could just leave me iller for longer. So listen to your body and decide what is the best option and take baby steps to get back to full health again. Alright, I hope this has helped. Any questions on it, write it below and I'll be happy to answer it for you. But other than that, I'll catch up with you all next week. Have a good one.